Welcome everyone. We are on a double-decker bus right now, city sightseeing tours, and we're gonna explore Amsterdam for the first day, at least my first day, via bus and then boat, in order to get a sense of the city from both land and sea, or canal. I'm Ariel. This is Urbanist, and welcome to Amsterdam.
Number 9, Anna Frank House.
Ooh, we're close to the Anne Frank house, or we're in it for at least a few more stops. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm so excited to explore the city of Amsterdam. Already I'm amazed by the canals, the greenery, the bike lanes, and the beautiful townhouses. So this is the bus I'm on right now, city sightseeing Amsterdam, and they're paying €32 because you end up getting passage also to one of the boat tours. And since Amsterdam is very tiny streets, it doesn't actually go through the center of Amsterdam, it bypasses around it. So we're kind of going through the perimeter of central Amsterdam right now. And there we go. The horde of bicycles parked. So welcome everyone to the live video. I will be soon chatting with all of you, answering any questions. But let's wait until our next stop so I can get off and go onto the boat. Thank you so much. All right. So we rode like a third of the bus route. It's not the biggest bus route because Amsterdam is very tiny little streets in the center. So it is not easy to drive through the center, nor even be barely allowed. But we will be getting through the center through another way, not by bus, but by boat. So everyone, welcome to Amsterdam, which is known for its canals, its commerce history, its tulips. Well, maybe we'll learn more about that in this upcoming week, and many other things. Also, it's coffee shops. That is not about coffee. Maybe we'll learn about that too. I'm so excited to be here. My first impressions of Amsterdam, I did not get to do too much. Basically just went and had a very good Dutch pancake, which was excellent. And I ended up shopping for some clothes. So I walked around just maybe about like an hour, and it was very nice, very beautiful city, very walkable, and also lots of bikes. And the bike infrastructure here looks amazing. So if anyone has any tips on how to live stream from a bike, film from a bike, do let me know. Let me know where I can find like a phone mount. So maybe I'll consider doing a biking live, at least one. But let's go into the boat tour and let's see how it is. It looks really packed. There's a lot more tourists here than the other cities I've been to. That's why I was silent on the bus. There was way too many people. So let's see over here. Wow, why is it so full? I got too used to going to cities with low tourism. Dwayne says Action Kid shows how to live stream from a bike. He does.
Ik denk dat niet dat we overlopen hebben. Ik denk dat het
Yalnız bizim aramızda yabancı
wordt gecommanderd naar huis.
think I just accidentally joined a random tour group, so let me see if I'll wait in line. Hey, excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Is this a private tour group or is this the general?
General one.
Oh, general one.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Shake.
All right. Dominic is asking to talk about the farmers' protest. I have no idea what's happening. I don't watch the news too much. This is a show about entertaining travel, so no politics here. Miss Fancy says, in the Netherlands you have Store Cold Blue that has electronic stuff. Ooh, cool. Thank you so much for letting me know. And always love the Dutch orange, yes. It is nice. So we are in the original Amsterdam. I'm from New Amsterdam, which is New York City. And we are in the OG. So we're starting to see a lot of orange, at least with this company. And someone just said that this reminds them of Boston. I think it was Ron. Yeah, Ron. I think Amsterdam is closer to Boston than to New York. Amsterdam does have a big Boston feel to it. But unlike Boston, it does not have a massive parking lot, not for cars, but for bicycles. Look at all those endless bicycles. Adam says, do you realize Amsterdam has bicycle parking like no other city? I can see that right now at the moment. Look at all those bikes. Yeah, huge amount. And then lots of modern buildings here in Amsterdam compared to other European cities we've been to. Except Stockholm. Stockholm had quite a bit of modern buildings. DS says, have you tried the coffee shops? I've had regular coffee. But as we know, coffee shops in Amsterdam are not really for coffee. So as we're waiting, feel free to ask me anything on this live video. We're waiting for the next boat tour. I think they run about every 15 minutes, so it won't be too long. But it makes searching for actual coffee really hard on Google Maps, because if you enter coffee shop or coffee, it'll give you something else, which is smoking marijuana. Yes, there are establishments where you can smoke or you can eat edibles and sit down. And yes, there is coffee, but that's pretty much secondary. There's also juice and other things like that, water. Ooh, here it is. So Marianne is asking, do I have a tour pass this time? No, I do not have a tour pass this time. I tried reaching out to Amsterdam Tourism, which is Visit Holland for the country. And the country is called Netherlands, but the tourism board calls themselves Visit Holland. I tried reaching out to them and Amsterdam itself, but they didn't reach back. So no, I don't have complimentary museums or tours like I did in Stockholm. Desiree says, how long will you stay? Well, you got to tune in every single day. It's a new adventure. I live next to Amsterdam, but I'm happy to get any Amsterdam tips. So do let me know if anyone has Amsterdam tips. Thomas says, I lived here for 10 years. Try Café de Clos. Nice. Café de Clos, okay. DS says, when did I arrive to Amsterdam? Yesterday, last night. So Adam and a few other people asked me, did I come here by train? really difficult to even try to go via train from Stockholm to Amsterdam. It would be a multiple day journey. So no, I went via plane. Basically, to give you a sense, Denmark is not so well connected with the rest of European trains. So it's even hard to even get to Denmark to other nearby countries like Germany, let alone Stockholm, Sweden. Wendy says, "Do you have a cardamom bun?" Not here. This is not the land of cardamom buns. We're no longer in Scandinavia. This is now the land of Stupperwaffle, I think is pronounced. I gotta learn how to pronounce that one. Waffles and other things. Bread with chocolate sprinkles. So for some reason they have a New York pizza cruise. I have no idea why.
Onun için şey diyeyim dedim. Nutella bara gidersin kendini kötü hissedersin. Sen biliyorsun.
Oh, so excited.
Ay yalnız yan yanalar zaten merak etme.
Dwayne says Indonesian food is popular. Yep, it's the main ethnic food here.
Ama biz beraber oturun dedi. Boşluklar kalmış aynen. Şey yapmayalım isterseniz. Başkan senle biz grupla oturalım.
Sorry, excuse me.
Oturalım da.
Ben biliyorum buranın tarihini ya.
O kapmışsınız buraları.
Buralar
Okay,
bizimdir.
I have a feeling it's going to get rather intimate in this boat ride, so I'm going to be not as talkative. But what we're going to do is after this boat ride, we're going to walk around a little bit, and then we'll chat a little bit more, because I think they're going to stuff this boat with a lot of people, so stay tuned.
Ha doğru evet tanışmıyoruz.
Biz uçakta tanıştık.
Burada konuştuk. Burada sorduk Türkiye'liymiş.
Yardım ediyor bize diyorsunuz.
Ya Türkmüş.
Dil seçebiliyor musun?
Evet seçebiliyorsunuz ama orada takabildiniz mi onu?
Dwayne says, why does orange have to be so predominant here? Ooh, I will look into that history. Stay tuned. But in general, the flag is that lighter blue orange. Nicole says, not so intimate as the last post story.
Bulabildiniz mi dili?
Here's,
Evet, Türkçe
there's
var.
an audio tour.
Kullanan.
You can do English, Spanish,
Kullanan.
cat. Not sure what what cat is. Maybe Catalan. Catalan. Oh, interesting. Deutsch, German, French, Italian, Portuguese, Polish. Wow. Russian, Turkish, Hebrew. Oh my God. ARA. I don't know Arabic. Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Indonesian. Wow. Thai, Hindi, and Netherlander, Dutch, I assume. Yeah, wow, and Dutch, wow. That's the most amount of languages that I've seen in any tour. A lot. You even have Catalan, which is surprising. People don't know Catalan is a Spanish language in Spain.
Bir voleybolcu vardı ya.
Wendy and Justine says, I love your sweater. Oh, thank you so much. I just got it today. I was inspired by Harry Styles and his use of these sweaters.
Every time somebody comes to visit me, I take them on this podcast.
Mika, thank you so much. Orange refers to the House of Orange Nassau. The Dutch royal family today represents the national identity of Holland, this area of Netherlands. Dwayne says, is there a sizable Dutch community in New York City? No, but there is a lot of Dutch influence in New York City because there used to be New Amsterdam. So we're going to see a lot of place names here in our adventure through this country that are the same ones in New York City. Harlem, Utrecht. They'll be pronounced differently here, but yeah. So yeah, it's gainful. There's another one there, but that one's smaller. That one looks cool. I like that one. Adam says, do you know that Netherlands knows how to hold back water? Yes. So, you thought Venice was impressive? Well, wait until you see more of the Netherlands. This entire area would be completely underwater. Not just somewhat submerged, like completely underwater if it weren't for engineering for the past hundreds of years. So stay tuned. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully we'll see some of those structures, those gigantic sea walls that they built. So I want to thank Kay for the tripod, the mini tripod stand. Thank you so much, Kay, for sending me over one very quick notice. So round of hearts to Kay. She found the DJI tripod stand that I needed a replacement of. So thank you so much. And Jason says, great to see you. Always love the book tours. Yeah, we're waiting for departure. Super hyped. Bahar says, can you sit wherever? Yeah, you can, but it is tight. So come early. Make sure you're in the front of the line if you want your choice of seats.
And then we went out for dinner with them. No, not in here. We went out for dinner with them.
When they're gonna go back.
Probably after summer, maybe.
Mais c'était comme ça que je
I think she wants to go to Amsterdam.
Ce soir, vous voulez manger quoi? Que je commence à chercher.
And Dia says, was the regular coffee I had? Well, I had regular coffee in my lodging. It was terrible. Towards the end of my adventure here, I'll let you know where I'm staying. But it was really bad coffee at the place I'm staying at. But then I went to a different place nearby and I had amazing coffee. Really, really good.
So do you know what you're going to do next year?
If I get through clearing, I'll probably I'll definitely move out. And if you go out of London, go on flight share. It's not that bad. If not, if I had a
Ça m'a fait rire, la
So you can get places to like. She's actually like not bad. I don't know. What's that
Ron asks, what's my initial impression of Amsterdam? Amazing. I love the walkability. It is truly a city built for people. It is very vibrant. So Amsterdam is slightly bigger than Copenhagen in terms of population, but Copenhagen is a very calm city. Beautiful. I love Copenhagen, but it's very calm. This is more vibrant. This one has more action going on. You can tell that's diverse too, very multicultural. And then beyond that, it does remind me of old New York, or it does remind me of Boston. So it's really cool. Asfield says too many tourists. Yeah, I didn't realize it would be that touristy. Like I expect this in Paris. I expect this in London. In Italy, Rome. But I didn't expect that here in the Netherlands. Thomas says, Chef Sean Jin can show you around. Oh, cool. I'll look into it. It's gonna be loud. That's not a good sign. That does not inspire confidence in me with these boat rides. Lines are long here, so if you're gonna be a tourist here in Amsterdam in this month or so, I recommend coming to these tours early, or the last ones. I assume the later ones are probably emptier. Anna Massa is Henry Hudson from the Netherlands. He was hired by the Dutch. Hudson, I think, is English ancestry.
Bizde de iflas ediyor.
Is this Amsterdam, or it sounds more like Queens?
Definitely, it's the music. It sounds like the stairways.
Veronica, is there a guide? There's only audio guide right here. And it's in a whole host of languages. But I'm not putting it on because of copyright reasons.
Batıyorum.
Carol, this is a tourist ferry. Not ferry, tourist boat ride. 1 hour. So there we're seeing some commuter ferries right down there. So it sounds like you're sitting on top of it. Yep, I am. It's underneath me. I got the vibrating seat. Oh my god, I wanted to do that.
Güzel de anlatıyor, evet.
Who would do this, ladies and gentlemen? A swing over the air. What is that, maybe 30 stories? Somewhere around there? Between 20 and 30 stories. Teresa, what water are you on? I don't know the name of the canals, but we are on Amsterdam's canals. Well, right now we're in the open harbor, soon we'll be in the canals. Ron says, boat bench test? No, I think I should do a bench test up there. Hey Thomas, thank you so much for the suggestions. I would love it if you can message me them, the few of them that you wrote down in the comments, because these sound like very interesting restaurants. Thank you so much, Thomas, on Facebook. Is there swimming in the canals? Yeah, I think so. I think it's become pretty much a recent activity. Jason says that white building is the I Film Institute. Ooh, interesting. Ron says not to be political, but the leader of the Communist Party of the Philippines is hiding here. Whoa, really? That's interesting, Ron. Thank you for letting me know. I'm gonna look into that. Thank you.
Bekle. Evet, yemek. Yeme otel. Yeme otel.
Bence de gemi oteli o.
He?
Galiba gemi otel.
Yeme otel. Yeme. Right.
L'avete dietro, guarda. Hai visto com'è grande? Vieni per la bella crociera.
Bello. 30'dan olsun.
He says no couple with a sense of urgency like in Copenhagen. No.
We can go and see her house, you know her? You can see. You can go to her house if you want, and you can go visit by together, go to her house, and where she hid in the attic. The attic where she was living. I find it so boring. It's literally just an attic. But I can go to see this attic.
Ecco perché
If you guys are
oggi
interested,
nel
you can take it
avevo
together.
visto
It's my house. It's like 10 minutes from my house.
che c'era scritto che c'ha
Small.
il simbolo dell'Ajax, Ajax Amsterdam.
I didn't even learn about it.
DS is asking what language was spoken in Denmark. Denmark was Danish. Netherlands is Dutch. Look at the amazing infrastructure. So we got a train, we got a bicycle bridge, we got people paddleboarding, and we're on the boat. Brenda, yeah, this is live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Veronica asks, can I see a map? Fortunately, at the moment, I don't have a map, nor on my phone, nor on a physical one, and I also have no idea where I'm at.
In Italia 9 mesi fai il disegno. In Italia 9 mesi fai il disegno.
Però il conservatorio di là. Madonna.
Eugene, stay tuned for the fun facts tomorrow. We're gonna learn more fun facts. Insanity says, "Are you going to TwitchCon?" I had no idea there was a TwitchCon. No, don't know about it.
Bacanak şunu alsana. Ver, döneyim. Çok çok çok. Ne gibi? Evet. Hiç güzel ama ya burada bir numara yok. Yani sanatsal açıdan ne var? Verdiğin her yeri sanat. Bak adamın evi. Bahçesi var yukarıda.
piacerebbe andare. Abbiamo attaccato lì a casa. Francesca, guarda, c'è pub quello. Questo pub da
Rostarino.
Magari vediamo un po'.
No, è carinissimo. To be honest. You're good. Oh, yeah. If you're friends with a dumb person, then you deserve it. No, that's
Şurada bir kilise var. Ne o? Oradaki kilise. Söylemez. Harika ya.
esattamente, Federico, bravo, siamo di qua, bravissimo. Ciao. C'è tempo. Oh Jesus! Is your impressed face? Yes, how's your face gonna be there? Sì, ma non sento niente adesso. Adesso sì, vai.
Cosa che ha detto?
Se sentissi qualcosa nell'auricolare.
İngilizce bu. Buraya takalım. Güzel.
Edward, thank you so much for a €5 super chat. Edward says, welcome to Netherlands. I sponsor Kaffee. I'm not sure how to pronounce that in Dutch, but thank you so much for the coffee. And thank you, Marianne, for the stars as well. 500 stars for Marianne. A few other people love stars. Leela, Leia, a few others.
La dentiera ci sta.
Where the bear is. Böyle kalma. Ayı heykeli var girişte. Gördün mü? Gidin ben. Sonra
Yemekli. İçkili yemekli. Amsterdam.
evet.
At the top of each building, they say the age of the building.
Buralar tehlikeli bölgelere geliyoruz.
Tim, thank you so much for a $10 super chat. Appreciate you. Tim says, cool ride. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Yaklaşıyoruz. Şurası bayrakta doluyor. Yarın dolaşıyoruz. Köpeğe bak.
Ne kadar düzgün işçilik var değil mi şu çarpıklarda? Ouais. C'est trop.
Ma quanto dura questo?
10-15 euro vardı bu teknede.
Ah bah oui.
Biliyor musun? Konuşmuyor mu?
Io manco la guarda, la chiede il suo
Ti piace?
Sì. Guarda qua.
Hayır.
Sai. you work tomorrow? So what are we doing tomorrow? Market? You get back at like 12.
Çok pis gözükmüyor mu bu kanallar? Hiç kokmuyor ama.
Devri daim yaptırıyorlar da ondan.
Ondan değil mi? Bir yerde şey diyor. Amsterdam'ın zeytin rengi kanalı. Yani
Ok rengi demiyor da.
bok rengi demiyorlar, zeytin rengi.
Yoğurdum ekşi der mi satıcı?
Bir de bizim oradaki kadar sıcak yok.
Evet.
Yalnız rutubet fazla Venedik gibi değil yani. Venedik'te rutubet çok sıkı yok. Rüzgara açık herhalde. Ondan.
O çok kötü. Boğuluyorsun onda.
Bu kadar su olmasına rağmen fazla rutubet yok yani.
Evet. Şuraya bakacaksın. Çekilmez. 7 köprü üst üste.
Geri mi dönüyor?
Galiba. Ay kaçırdık şimdi.
Böyle niye var?
Yeah, I would love to. I'm just thinking that I don't have my phone for a long time today, so I just thought I didn't know.
Yeah, Mama told me lick them all. But today you are all sick. You will come.
That's a lie. You don't like that.
She said alarm. She woke up today and
She wakes up. What? She did all. That's why she's
Not
What alarms and that's like a big deal. Mom said Leslie was coming over and ready for work. I thought you said Leslie was coming over and ready for work.
Yeah, I think she's out of the house. And he's just helping his friend with work. What is signature?
Nerede?
Belediye başkanı kadın. Yeni seçildi. Hem ki çok güzel bir kadın. Çok hoş bir kadın.
AK Partili mi?
Yeşil bu. Yeşillerde.
Ben kanalları boş ver. Ben falan
Bura mı?
Bak ot kokuları geliyor. Ot kokumuz iyi olacak. Koklaya koklaya iyi
Ne
olacak.
koku? Esra?
Ot kokuyor. Geliyor. Şeylerde var, o red light city'de falan kokudan kafan oluyor. Güzel oluyor kafan. Sadece kokudan.
Güzel mi? Ne? Canım soğuk bir soda istedi limon. Harika bir limon. Nişantaşı'na mı geldik?
Evet.
Nişantaşı'na geldik. Benim evim içeride. Burada nasıl ev fiyatları?
Şeyde söylüyor, kimse yaşayamıyor. Çok pahalı. İnanılmaz
1
pahalı.
milyon euro
Hepsi
falan vardır. herhalde.
var. Kiralar hepsi ofis ve bankoya şey olmuş diyor.
Şeyde sınırlı tabii. Yeni
Komple
bina.
sınırlı. Kanalda mınalda bizim Boğaz gibi ya. Zor burada yaşamak.
Öbür şeylere de pek kimse gitmez yani.
Tabii. Bir de
Köylere gider.
şehrin içi de çok pahalı. Kahve içeceğim 3 euro. Sürekli veremez ki bunu Amsterdam'da.
Ferdi lokal işler genelde çoğunlukla burada.
Şey,
Bizim İzmir gibi filan.
şeyler de var. Startup diyorlar ya, genç bu yeni
Girişimci.
teknoloji, girişimci. Onları destekleyen ülkeler ya bunlar. Yani ne bileyim işte bir tane uygulama yapıyor, işte bir site yapıyor, bilmem ne yapıyor. İşte bizim Booking.com gibi. Bu ülkeler destekliyor onları. Onlar da var.
Düşecek manyak.
Why do you want to public when I was an actor? So why did you talk about that?
Atlayacak mı? Ne yapacak? Nerede? Kızda bir sorun var. Problem var. Sıkıntı var ama. Daha yaşlı hemen 18 falan yok ama. Belki böyle tutuyor. Ne?
Sağlıklı kız diyorlar.
Öyle hep öbürü problemde bir akıl başında olan çocuğu saçı var. Bu da bebek gibi bir şey ya.
Olur mu? 1500 sonra.
Önce şu demirleri yere koyuyorlar. Demirleri yere koyuyorlar.
Bu şey komple Kore kazık diyoruz ya. Onun suya çakılan.
Diplomat ya, dediğine benziyor.
Lokum mu?
Biz yapıyorlar.
akıllı kızlar. Bunlar İngiliz işte. Şöyle az bir iki duydum ama bir yalan malan diye bir şeyden tam duyamadım. Kız uyudu. İçeride kalmamışız abi. Bunların kralı nereden?
Lahe. Gittik ya. Lahe orada yaşıyor, orada çalışıyor.
Asil bir aile mi yoksa orada Belçika gibi bir seçim mi?
Yok, bunun daha eski şöyle. Bunlar İspanya'nın topraklarıydı ya, bunlar Habsburg. Bunlar Habsburg'a karşı işte zaten savaşıp Protestan savaşı Habsburg. Onlar Katolik ya. Onlar da savaşıp da ilk kahramanlarının adı Wilhelm. Ta 1500'ler falan tabii reformasyon, Katolik falan şeyi. Çok daha eski yani. Hani Belçikalılar gibi değil ya da Yunanlılar gibi değil. Yani biri bizim başımıza geçsin değil.
Değil.
Yani. Gerçek bir kral yani. Onun soyadı Oranj ama o da aristokrat yazarmış. Oranjeli olan Oran diyor.
Büyük bir ihtimal derebeyi falan.
İşte derebey, bir kontmon. O sonra başka birileriyle evleniyor falan. Aile Nassau, Oranjeli Nassau haline diye geçiyor.
Aynı şey devam ediyor mu bugüne kadar?
Bir kraliçeleri, kralları var. Kraliçe yürümüş ya kanalda.
Önceden söylüyor her şeyi.
Senkron değil işte yani o ayarlamak çok zor. Canlı olmadığı için
Bak şu filmi.
biraz erken konuşuyor.
Ama şu an Herrengracht'tayız.
Bekliyorlar. Ben neredeyim ben? Aşağı bak şurada. Anca
Bunların da yönetime falan bir katkısı bir şey yok.
1590.
Nasıl? Hiç sıfır. Sıfır.
81 dediler mi? 81.
Bak hepsinin bütün evlerin tepesinde bir asansör vinci şeyi var. Eşyalar oradan çıkarılıyor. Görüyor musunuz? Hiçbir zaman şey olmaz. Yoksa pencereden filan eşya geçmez. Bütün eşyalar oradan çıkar.
Neymiş o ev?
500 liraya imar yapılmış.
Gene sonra.
Doğru.
Asansörde.
Ama yalanlarda evi çok bir eşyanın geçiyor.
Güzel evler varmış. Nerede?
Teknikleri var ya, getiriyor. Oradan bir işlem uzatıyor.
Ve monte geliyor. Monte.
Bak şu şeyler işte, boruları görüyor musunuz? O boruların üstüne inşa ediliyor. Bak orada yukarıda, arkada. Orada kalıyor.
Ne kadar geliyor toplam?
Onlar şeyine göre girer. 100 metreye kadar girer.
Makine çakıyor galiba.
Bizim Boğaz'daki Haliç'teki köprülere de onlardan yapıldı. Trenlerin şeyleri de onlardan, köprüleri.
Sadece elden uçuyor. O çıkardı. Sardım.
Çıkardı sardı. Otçu sardı diyorum.
Şimdi o çıkardı sardı.
Yani ekstra ordinary bir şey değil bu belki. Normal.
Bunlar çerezci, cipsi.
Çerezci.
Çerezden başlamışlar. Dur bakalım nereye gidecek olay. Merak etme fazla. İstiyorsan tekrar abi de. Orada suratsız.
Kardeşleri yanıma.
Emlik çıkardı. Ama sevgiler, edici. Diziler var ya. Ah bunlar ne pembe pembe. Vay.
Bak onlar sekiz şoklar.
Hangisi?
Bu
Orada çekiyorlar mı? Serbest kendileri mi veriyor?
Kendin alıyor musun? Teker üstüne gitmiş. Almanız.
Ha. Şey yasa.
Sorun yok.
Excel. Join.
Hayır. Şeyi esrarı uyuşturucudan ayrı düşünün. O Türkiye'nin yaptığı bir şey.
Propaganda.
Türkiye böyle düşünüyor. Uyuşturucu gibi düşünmeyin. Ama mesela sigara içmek yasak oralarda.
Evet.
Ondan sonra bir de şeyde yapılan araştırmalarda burada sonuçta gece kulüpleri de aktif gece kulüpleri de var. Olaylar gece kulüp alkol satılan gece kulüplerinde çıkıyor. Bunlardan hiçbirisine çıkmıyor. Sıfır. Sigara da içemezsin, içki de içemezsin ama.
Ya ben
Ot içebilirsin ama
kez-
dışarıda içemezsin. Yani alıp parkta markta içen görürsünüz ama.
Alright, so we're coming to an end. About an hour tour. I listened to part of the audio tour. It's really good, actually. They use some classical music. They don't bombard you with information, which is good. Sometimes audio tours can just tell you too much information. But here, it's kind of very simple anecdotes. I like it.
burasında
So I do recommend it if you want to learn a little bit about the history.
şöyle.
And now we're gonna go back and we're gonna walk around. Let's walk around, shall we? There's a lot of suggestions as to what to do.
Seyyar birinden almak falan. Çünkü genel
Should we take upon some of those suggestions? Let me know.
Evet. Evet. Ha, kafası iyi.
And what I was inhaling before was the diesel fumes. Yes, what I was inhaling. I'm already getting high here in Amsterdam, and I haven't even been to the coffee
Tabii
shops.
canım.
Koşu karşıladı. Daha sonra hemen üst basamağa geçiyor.
Kokaine geçecek, ondan sonra şeye geçecek.
Ya.
Şu toplumsal formlar.
O yüzden ben tamamen karşıyım. Yani ben buradakiler yapıyor ama ben ilk olarak
Ama
legalize edilmesine
mesela
karşıyım.
He says I ate a curry once that had cannabis in it. I giggled over 3 hours. Cool stuff. Yep, I mean that is an effect of eating
Bana bir şey yapmıyor yani.
cannabis.
O bir mesela rahatlatır, o legal bir şey.
O olabilir. Mesela içiyorlar, kullanıyor. Ağrı kesiyor, kullanıyorlar.
Hani işte ağrı kesici, mesela benim annem çocukken kenevir kaynatırlarmış.
Kanser ağlarında kullanmıyor.
Tabii kanser ağlarında kullanıyor.
Ambrose says you must be exhausted. Ah, good pun.
Köyde.
You know, I feel a little bit gassed up.
Kafa yapışıyorlar kullanmak.
İşte onu, o THC de madde, onu ayırdıktan sonrası sağlığa faydalı bir şey yani.
Tabii.
O gelebilir. Türkiye'ye mesela ben ona karşı değilim. Bence keşke Türkiye'ye o gelsin.
Narkotik anarşisi deniyor zaten.
O Türkiye'de merak etme. Ortaokula indi.
Hadi ya.
Tabii.
O olmaz ya. Gençler için
Rezalet.
bir şey.
Kızları satıyor.
Ciddi olamaz.
Allah kız atlamaya
Daha poşetini çiçek madeni, jelatini istedi. Denemek için bir
Şeyde var mı? Bunları alabilirsiniz.
Alın, bizim onlar.
jelatini istedi.
evde lazım olur.
Nereye?
10.000 tane var ya.
10 bin fikir olsun.
Şimdi ne yapacağız buradan sonra?
Yürüyelim. Yürüyelim. Ben biraz size şöyle biraz şehri göstereyim.
Ben otobüse gitmem lazım çünkü o ilaçları falan unutmuşum.
Ama
Şey,
otobüs
çantada.
gitti.
8'e mi gelecek?
Evet. Çok
Yani
geç olur.
şu an değil canım 8. Gece dönmezsek alayım çantamı.
Ha, o zaman 8'de otobüse gelirsiniz.
Nereden olacak?
Ben göstereceğim şimdi size.
Boşacağımız yer.
Buluşacağımız yeri göstereyim. Sizin gelmeme ihtimaliniz varmış.
Bas.
Var mı?
Hadi bakalım.
Did you enjoy it? Yeah, you were listening.
How old is he?
Alright.
7.
Oh, he's so
Very
cute.
good boy.
Yes, very smart.
This is also good.
You have beautiful children.
È addormentato?
Artistic.
A Michael è piaciuto?
Neydi hocam?
A Ellie?
Artistic.
Willy?
Good.
Sì.
Very good, very good. O ne geldi?
Ron says, when you said the fastest internet speeds on the test stream, I thought you meant Liechtenstein. Oh, I don't know too much about Liechtenstein specifically. It's such a small country that sometimes you can't really count them because Liechtenstein is about the size of a neighborhood in any of these major cities. But yeah, Netherlands is among the fastest internet speeds in all of Europe. 98% of the country is covered by an antenna. But it is as expensive. I'm going to spend about €20 per week.
Piccolo random. Ciao random. Sì, random rovina fondo. Rovinatore.
Ciao.
Yes, we are.
Salve.
And you are?
From Turkey. I worked in Italy 2 years.
Bunlar böyle bir Amsterdam gezisi gördüler. Bunlar
It's hard to work.
Turkish people.
Yes, but it's hard to work.
I know.
We know.
I know.
Vedi, dai che abbiamo scelto. Non scegli, stai qui? Ok,
I'll let you go ahead. Yeah, go for it.
Io ho tenuto, non possiamo tenere.
Ma che dici, le hanno tutti rimessi qui?
Non, plus tard.
No, queste sono nuove.
Si on voit les plus
Guarda,
petits
sono
là,
per ricaricare.
c'est plus simple. C'est 500 les gars, on prend ça.
Adesso... Poverino.
Vabbè, all'inizio Nicola sceglie 6 e
Sì,
mezza.
sì, ma guarda, intanto qui c'è qualcosa.
Mamma, Nicola sceglie 6 e mezza. Un'ora, 2 all'incirca.
Tutto il tempo per girare, guardare, nelle negozietti, tutto quello che ci fa. Tutto il tempo. Yes. Quelle belle Vans a scacchi bianchi e gialli. Quella chiara.
No, direi qui te le presto. No, io ho già un sacco di scarpe. Ci sei?
Vai, thank you.
Enjoy your stay. Thank you so much.
Have a good day.
You too. Class says is how do you say thank you? Thank you well? Infinite says it was huge. Yeah, I think like 50. No, maybe a little bit more. 75 people fit into there. All right. That was the ride. Now let's get into the center. So that was the ride right there. That was fun. It's very calming though. So if you easily get car sleepiness, there's like a name for that, but I end up getting that. And sometimes I get rather sleepy in a very slow, gentle moving vehicle, cars, trains, or boats. Let me know if that happens to you. Otherwise, it is a really beautiful ride. All right, let's go into the town. And Max says it's pronounced Dankvel. Dankvel. Dankvel. So it was Lovers Canal Cruises. Lovers Canal Cruises. Lovers Carnal Cruisers. Lovers Canal Cruises. Wendy says, have a drink to wake you up. I think I need a good coffee, yeah. Was this trip inspired by your 7-hour live stream in Stockholm, says Ron? No. Long time I've been wanting to come to Amsterdam, as they say here in Amsterdam. Max says, Amsterdam has great Indonesian food. I can't wait to try. This type of pedestrian speed in New York wouldn't cut it. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Heb je nou eens meegekregen dat na 44 jaar Guyana...
All right. Now we're in the city. Let's see what lots of people out and about says still. Yeah, it is a very touristy city. On the level of Venice or Paris. Lots of people out and about. And since it's small and concentrated, we're gonna see a lot of hustle and bustle in the center. Now, I have no idea where I'm walking. I'm just kind of wandering around. We're going to wander around today. The next 2 days, we'll see a little bit more historical landmarks. But today, we'll just wander. Maybe go into a coffee shop to drink coffee, of course. Not sure what else you would think we would do. Ooh, what is this? Ooh, a head shop. Oh, nice. Do you wear sunscreen? I'm gonna need to apply sunscreen. I did not wear sunscreen on that boat ride. Sun shining directly upon my forehead. Oh yeah, getting that Dutch tan. All right, let's see the head shops. Let's see. Chris says Fontina coffee shop. Do send me your coffee shop recommendations. The ones that are not about coffee, do let me know. Send me a message. Curious to know. I don't reply to too many messages, but I'm always happy to read them. And thank you everyone who send recommendations. Ooh, bakery. Way too many tourists. I'm glad I'm watching your stream, says Marina. Yeah, if you're looking for this vibe, but with less tourists, then go Copenhagen. Because this is way more touristy. But Copenhagen has similar vibes to Amsterdam.
So far, he's been right.
Hey, Amish says, I just recognized that. Hey, not sure what. Muted. I think YouTube does not want me to talk about coffee shops and how beautiful coffee is and how wonderful that beautiful scent of coffee is at a beautiful summer afternoon. I don't think they want me to talk about that, so I'm being muted by the censors. When the Daniel says Santorini, your favorite two of Ariel's trips? Daniel's asking. Santorini was mind-blowing, yes. Class says audio's back to normal. Yeah, I mistakenly muted by mistake. Wow. Oh yeah, this is a city where you have to look up. Miss says, yeah, let's talk about tea instead. Yeah, I think so. It's about 68 degrees Fahrenheit. It is very sunny. There's barely clouds in the sky, so it does feel warm enough to just wear a t-shirt. I'm wearing 2 layers because there's a slight breeze. Okay, so this is the famous one, the bulldog. There's bulldogs in Italy. There's one in Rome that's pretty big. Oh. So is the bulldog actually real coffee shop? Because in Italy, they just sell regular coffee. Wow. Architecture here is gorgeous. Mr. Boss says it's touristy. The bulldog? Thank you. Eugene says, did you try bear wolf? No, not yet. Not sure I tried that. Wow. Look at that. Here, you really do have to watch out for the bikes. They come very fast, you can barely hear them. So class says cafes are where they sell coffee, and coffee shops are where they sell to smoke. So here we get historisch kad langs et single de kademor aan de overkant stad op de plek van de middeleeuws stadsmuur uit 1482. There we go. I'm already learning Dutch. Something here was built in 1482. Something here, this corner maybe, was built in 1482. Teresa says you could get into the postcard business with your own photos. Oh, yeah, I could definitely use some of my photos for postcards. Let me know if people are into it. Mr. Bras says Konditori? No, that's Sweden. We've already left Sweden, and you could tell that this is not Denmark because no one was smiling and waving like so many people when going on the waterways of Copenhagen. A zigzag through these streets. So yeah, that's one cultural difference I just noticed. People here are nice. I get that vibe, but not as smiley as the Danes with all their waving. Pucko says, are you going to the red light district? It depends. I heard that filming there is a bit sensitive. This guy had too much coffee. Hey, Ida. Says biking along the river. Yep, you can bike along the river. This is a bike lane. Technically, I'm only supposed to walk here. So pedestrian ways are pretty small. It's funny, a lot of street space is dedicated to the bike. Uh-oh, we got music. Tim says, yeah, you cannot film in the red light district. Yeah, well, especially the businesses. Let's go on the bridge. Oh, this is a pedestrian bridge, not a bike bridge. Interesting. Klaus says, yeah, the red light district is not friendly for video and camera. Yep, I had imagined. Kay says you'll feel very sorry for the women in the red light district. Oh no. The Adventurous Vlogger. Hey, so you're a vlogger, so you might know. Says do not film in the red light district. I did, and I tried to, and they tried to chuck my phone in the water. Oof. Oh. Oof. That's a strong reaction. That sucks. Thank you so much for letting us know, Adventurous Vlogger. Yeah, let me know. Is it also, is coffee shops okay to film? Not the ones with coffee? Let me know. I mean, from the outside, I'm not sure. In the US, it's not really. People don't want people to film the dispensaries. So there is a bike rental pro tip. A lot of these places are going to charge you about 10 to 20 euro per day, which is a lot. There's an app called Donkey Republic that I think might be Danish, but they are also here in Amsterdam. I used them in Copenhagen. I might be using them very soon here in Amsterdam, but they only charge 25 euro for one entire week. So it is a fraction of the price. So Susan says they don't want to be identified. That's understandable, yeah. Mr. Ross says, not sure what YouTube allows, yeah. Fortunately, sometimes it's hard to show the full culture experience in any given city.
T'as pas le choix, mais sinon vraiment n'y va pas, genre.
So I was considering that bakery, but it seemed really run-of-the-mill bakery. Classes, yeah, for the coffee shops, just ask the owner. Cool. Thank you. Wow. In New York, you have to dodge cars. Here, you have to dodge cycles. The pedestrian walkways are small and impeded by construction. Daniel says, so many coffee shops here. Yeah. And there's a lot of them all around. Susie says, bake my day. That was a good name. It was a good name. Yeah. So walking around here reminds me of walking around through the older neighborhoods of Brooklyn and the older neighborhoods of Queens. Kind of get those vibes. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, they're saying Iberian ham. Huh. Ida says they have biological old as me bikes, says Ida, really? So there's bikes here really old. Well, I'm not saying that you're really old, I have no idea. But you're saying there's bikes here that have multiple decades. Hey, Alex, nice to see you here, welcome. So if anyone has good coffee recommendations, do let me know. Regular coffee or bakeries. See if we bump into some street food somewhere. Ooh, a church. So the Netherlands, like Denmark and Sweden, pretty secular. So it seems like a lot of these churches aren't really functioning or not functioning too regularly. So you can see where New York gets its influence of these townhomes. Ambrose says not Romish. What do you mean, Ambrose? In terms of religion and churches, yeah, Rome has a lot more churches. Rome is also wider streets and way more, it's even more hectic. Rome is a very high energy city. Hello, Yoshida from Tokyo. Nice to see you here. Welcome. We got the Anne Frank house, 0.8 miles away. Central Station, 0.7 miles away. Harlem Plain, 0.5 miles away. There we go. We already see New York name, Harlem. We saw NASA as well, as in Long Island. And there we see a train. Oh, cool. And then soon we'll see trams. David says the McDonald's has some great Java beans there, actually. Wait, really? You're not pulling my leg? Susie says similar street hanging lamps to Sweden and Copenhagen. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. We got a cannon. And look who we have here. Wow. Cool cannon. And Bob has visited, bringing all of his bobettes for a European holiday. He's taking a break from acting in Paris, using that sweet, sweet acting money to now take a vacation here in Amsterdam. Luckily, he can pay for all his bobettes to join him. I think Frank is in there somewhere. April says all the stone. Yeah, some of them have had a lot of coffee. These guys have had too much coffee. Oh, they found some baked goods. Hey, Alex says, I have a recommendation. It's not too close, but try Pasteria Holtkamp. Holtkamp, okay. Is the best in Amsterdam, Alex also confirms. So we have a few people recommending Pasterie Holtkamp. Yeah. Ida says no sound. Ida, there is sound. I'm still here. Sebastian says, are you going to South America? I would love to. South America. After Europe, South America, and Asia. Two places I really want to go. Susie says there's a Subway. Yeah. You'll be surprised to see a Dunkin' Donuts if we pass by it. They're huge. Ooh, men's clothing stores. Look at this. That's cool. Exactly what I need. Ooh, Mondrian socks. That is amazing. Oh, we got frites. Look at that. I think now we're kind of in the vintage market area, clothing area. Ella says those socks match her sweater. I already have matching socks to my sweater. There we go. Eugene says, would you like to see a Greg's in Netherlands? You know, I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind to see a Greg's in the Netherlands. I mean, there are Dunkin' Donuts. Why not have a Greg's? Player says, if you want to smell good, try Borenjorgens. Borenjongens. Ooh, thank you. Borenjongens. Don't forget to check out Fibo for a snack. Oh yes, I will keep that in mind. I did see it earlier. What are the hooks on top? Poco, yes. They were meant to carry merchandise, yes. So since these floors are very high up, the stairs are very narrow. Maybe we'll get a chance to see stairs at some point. And these buildings were almost all built pre-elevator. So the way that they hoist things into the apartments is having huge windows or moderately big windows and these hooks, which we don't really do in New York. Sometimes some buildings have that in New York, not all of them. Ooh, a place called Coffee Company. This looks nice. Let's see if this sells real coffee, not the one that you smoke. Veronica says, when you see a national flag, please show us. Will do. Oh my god, these guys are carrying a musical instrument. Will do, yeah. I haven't seen one yet. This is not like Copenhagen, where there's flags everywhere. I don't think the Dutch really fly their flag too much. there was a little bit of a mix-up. She thought I said iced Americano. I asked for hot, but it is a pretty hot day, so I think I will drink an iced Americano. It's it does look good. Looks like good coffee. Someone mentioned, is the music still playing? Okay, cool. Someone mentioned there's better coffee shops than here. Yeah, of course, there might be, but we're just wandering around. I just popped into one of them. It does remind me of New York, though. It is very full. I tried sitting outside, but every seat is literally taken in that huge cafe. The cafe's pretty big. Really, really full. So, you're back, yeah. It took a while. She was working alone. So sometimes in New York City, they tend to have two people. I've noticed in a lot of European coffee shops, of course here they're not called coffee shops, but you get the idea. We'll talk about coffee shops in the general sense. Usually they always have two people in the US, but in most places in Europe, they tend to only have one, unless if they're really big. So I end up getting a banana nut bread. Very New York, very American. Wow, well, let's try this out. Wow. That is really good banana bread. Oh my God. Super fluffy. Slightly moist. Very nutty. Yep, because it has walnuts on there. Nuts all around the wall. And wow. That is a good banana bread. Ron would like to see if it's dunk worthy. J Fox says, I miss Amsterdam. I can see why. It's a beautiful city. There's a lot of cool action going on. Let's try this coffee. Let's see how it is. Ooh. They are good. Wow. Good coffee. This reminds me of a frappe, the Greek frappe. I mean, sorry, not frappe, the Freddo Espresso. Freddo Espresso. It has that same kind of notes to it. Wow. That is really good. This is a good Americano. I appreciate it. Now let's see if it's dunk worthy. And sorry, I have not updated Nightbot. It was a long night, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's dunk this. As we say in New York, let me know if there's a Dutch way of saying this. It's aight. Let me know if there's a Dutch way of saying this. It's aight. The British way of saying it would be, it's nice. Let me know. It's okay. It's this dissolves too quickly in the coffee, but it is slightly okay because this is cold. So if this was hot, this would be this would not be dunk worthy. This is only dunk worthy in cold drinks. So we got lucky here because otherwise it just kind of just dissolves. Cigüena says, buen provecho, muchas gracias. And oh yes, dunk that nut kick. Hey, Kimberly says, my daughter just joined. She loves your sweater, and I told you about the Harry Styles reference. Scored major points with her. Yeah, I got inspired. Harry Styles and a few other people have been using these type of sweaters. It's actually see-through, but you know, I don't want to overwhelm the great Dutch people with my muscular bod. So I decided to wear a t-shirt underneath of this. But yes, it's a really, really cool shirt. I'm so glad you enjoy it. Q&A says, editing or red light district? No, not that. My hotel, my room is a very loud room, unfortunately, where I'm staying. Looks like a type of crochet. Yeah, it basically is a crochet. All right, I'm gonna take a few more bites of this. This is really good. So feel free to ask me anything. We'll go continue walking around. I am running out of battery. Do you guys want to walk around? We have over 400 people tuning in, which is amazing. I am shocked that we have that many people tuning in. Actually, I'm not too shocked because I know Amsterdam is a big tourist center, so a lot of people are probably searching for Amsterdam anyway. But that is beautiful news. So thank you everyone tuning in. Let me know if you want me to plug in, like the Matrix, to my battery, and we'll walk around a little bit more after I finish this coffee. I gotta remove my mic, so it's gonna feel like your ears are being unplugged. All right, there we go. There we go. Your ears have been unplugged. New York banana bread is a copy of Dutch banana bread. Whoa, whoa. Max is making a claim, a big claim. I'm not sure if that's true. I think banana bread is probably very American. I have to look into that, Max. That's a very big claim. Susie says those are fighting words. In New York, those would be fighting words. Indeed, they would be. I gotta put my microphones back into my my case. So I'm using a DJI mic, which is awesome because this case charges the mics. Way awesome. Better than competition. If you like inner city parks, go to Wonderpark. I've heard great things about Wonderpark. I will look into it. Well, we're just wandering around today. And to touch upon a few comments left by people either visited a lot or they're from here, mentioning that this place isn't so good. I would say if you're traveling around and if you love wandering around like I do, I fell into the trap before of over-researching Google Map reviews or Yelp back in the day. Problem with that is that Google Maps is not always so reliable to find a good place. Google Maps won't show you every search results. Some cities are better than others. New York is pretty good, but even in New York, I've sometimes missed amazing places, no matter how small I made the radius. Because sometimes things are miscategorized, sometimes they're not so popular yet, they're pretty new, sometimes they are actually been there for years, but they're not as popular as the place right next to it, so they won't show up on the map. That's one thing. The second thing is you end up spending a lot of time researching. And one of the best ways that shows this Wow, great banana bread. Come to Coffee Company for that banana bread. There's a great episode of Master of None with Aziz Ansari. Funnily enough, Aziz Ansari, I think, is now married to a Dutch woman because he fell in love here, I think. But nonetheless, he made a series called Master of None. Someone's honking because they were walking on the sidewalk. And he's with his best friend, who's another famous comedic actor. And they're like, hey, do you want to go out to eat? And the guy says, yeah, to Aziz Ansari, yeah, I want to go out to eat. So Aziz Ansari's like, hey, what would you like? What would you like to eat? And the guy's like, I don't know, you pick. And you can see Aziz Ansari a bit kind of hesitant. He's like, really? want me to pick? You sure you don't want anything specific? He's like, no, it's okay. And I'll let you pick. And he lays down on the couch. And Aziz already starts looking at the Google reviews, at the Yelp reviews. And he keeps looking. And he asks his friend questions like, okay, so shrimp or steak? And it's like, okay. And then it's like, keeps looking. Oh, so would you like to go to the East Village or to the West Village? Okay. And then 3 hours pass, 4 hours pass. It's already nighttime. And Aziz is always like, yes, I found a place. And the guy's like, okay, finally. It was like, no, it's closed. And then finally they just go to some random place around their apartment. But that goes to show how you can kind of get overboard researching for Google Map reviews. So I would encourage to just go anywhere. Just pop into any place. Don't fall into the trap of getting FOMO, because FOMO is the fear of missing out. So don't fall into the trap of getting into this is like New York here. You have cars trying to run over bicycles. Because if you go to a place, a beautiful city, and you're wandering around, and you are afraid to go to one place because you think another place is going to be better, you're gonna waste most of your vacation or your time here. So I would recommend not doing that. Just go to the place where it feels right for you. Because who knows, you'll bump into some amazing banana bread. A lot of promotion here. This truck driver just drove on the sidewalk and blocked the guy. Now he's coming back here. Hey, right behind you. Okay. What do you mean? I'm not sure what the truck driver is doing. Yep. Yeah. Yikes, yeah. I'm not sure if they're supposed to do that. They do that in New York. Tiny streets. No worries. As Phil says, bikes that get ride, but trucks. I think he's breaking a law because this is too small for a truck to be parked. All right, last bite of this. Class says, hey, I'm streaming over here. Aziz was hilarious when he hosted SNL. Yeah, near viral moment. Oh, what's near viral moments are better. Whoa. Max is dropping some banana bread history. The Egyptians probably discovered it 4000 BC. I don't think the Egyptians had access to bananas, Max. That's bread history. But I don't think they had access to bananas, Max. Bananas were from Southeast Asia. And they probably were brought over by the Dutch, actually thinking about it, because the Dutch were all around those parts. Oh yeah. All right. It's delicious. I recommend it. Let me finish this coffee so I can be hands-free walking around. Popular during the Depression, says Susan. Esfiel says, but aren't bananas tropical? Yeah, they are. Yeah, Max, I think you searched bread history, but bananas were Southeast Asia. And there were good chance they were brought over to Europe by the Dutch. Well, I know it's a bit more complicated than that. And bananas, really the trade went way up because of America. The American companies, Dole and what's the second one? There's two major fruit companies. They're the ones who really popularized bananas to a gigantic degree in America, not so much here in Europe. Ah, I like this. Another. All right. Ooh. Oh, that was good. Try Coffee Company. That is really good. In my opinion, that's really good. All right, let's go. This is the most hectic street I've ever been to in Amsterdam. I thought Amsterdam was supposed to be an idyllic place for people walking around, but no, there's cars, there's trucks, there's bicyclists. There's roving pigeons. Ooh, Mediterranean cuisine, look at that. Ooh, soup maker. Whoa, that is a nice jacket. Wow. Alien Travel. There's so much stuff happening at the same time. Well, now you know how it is live streaming in major cities. I only showed you like a quarter of the stuff that was happening. See these squares. So here is an apartment block. So for anyone who wants to get more of a perspective of Amsterdam, I'm going to try to pronounce it the Dutch way. Amsterdam. Amsterdam. If you want to get more of a perspective of Amsterdam, watch the YouTube channel Not Just Bikes. It is a great YouTube channel that covers the urbanism of mostly Amsterdam. Oh, 80s style. Look at that. Super Hits 3, Best of the Duos. Greatest Hits 1994. Look at that. Meatloaf. Meatloaf. Mr. Big Wild World. Snoop Doggy Dogg. Wow, this is really old school. Before he was Snoop Dogg. Or before he was a Snoop. What's my name? A Snoop Doggy Dogg. Phil Collins. Both Sides of the Story. Teaspoon. There was a rapper named Teaspoon. What is it? British rapper? With his double act. Scones. Cream tea. Enigma, Return to Innocence. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I love that song, Return to Innocence. Classical movie themes. 2001, Space Odyssey. Kramer versus Kramer. Ooh, Antonio Vivaldi. Vivaldi. Look at that. Cool. That is an awesome CD store. Oh, look, I can learn about vlogging. Vloggen voor professionals. Vlogging for Professionals by Diana van Bergen. All right, there we go. Oh, sorry, not Diana, Dan. Dan van Bergen. Right there. Look, we got Dan talking about visual storytelling. On smartphone, look at that. Oh, wow. Messy. Messy is the bestie. Oh, that's like a Dutch pun. I love that. I love how the books are wrapped too. Ah, this is what we need for historical research. Anne Frank. This the Bubble Society. Ooh, bubble tea. Esfield says, make sure to visit Scotch and Soda. Oh, Esfield, you have read my mind, Esfield. I came here with enough space in my luggage to stuff it to the brim, to the point of almost exploding with Scotch and Soda clothes. Hopefully there's good deals here. Ooh, sea salt and chocolate. Oh, that's cool. Ooh, a photo store. Ah, maybe here I can find my my grip to put my phone on a bike. Oh, there's cool clothing stores here. This seems to be an awesome shopping area. Wow. Let's cross. Brian says they also have a Heineken. I'm not a fan of Heineken. So for people who've been here in Netherlands or are Dutch, is Heineken here good? Is it like Guinness in Ireland or Guinness in the US? It's mediocre, but in Ireland it's amazing because they have it so fresh. Let me know if that's the case with Heineken. Ah, this is what I needed. Some Carhartt overalls. Yep. Exactly what I needed. I've been waiting to see you ride a bike for years, says Susie. Not sure why. It was because I barely ride them. The first time I really rode a bike was in Seattle for a little bit. In years, and then the second time was in Copenhagen for a day, and that was amazing. That was thrilling. Pizza places here. Klaus says yes. Heineken does taste fresh here. Okay. Adventure Vlogger says I did the Heineken tour. I liked it before and was still bad at the factory. I didn't like it before. Oh no. Sorry everyone, there was some music. Red Sea postcards. Nice. Ron says, don't you miss the busy streets of Seattle? Yeah, of course, Ron. Beautiful Seattle. So vibrant. All right, we just gotta admire all the bikes passing because this is as vibrant as you can get in terms of biking. So people ask about Copenhagen. Copenhagen has been fun to bike. I have not biked yet here in Amsterdam, but I think I will because the biking infrastructure seems amazing. And right now we're basically in the equivalent of a bike highway because people are here biking so fast. Class says I'm part Dutch, so Heineken Lager is in my blood. Okay, I'll give it a chance. So thank you, Adventurous Vlogger, for tuning in, letting us know about your experiences being a tourist over here. That's awesome. Klaas, thank you so much for being a Dutchman here in the comments. We have a few Dutch. Let me know if you're a Dutch urbanist. Let us know in the comments right now. We got Klaas. We got Edward. We got, who else? Who else is a Dutch urbanist? Ooh, best Indonesian food in town. What? It's covered in scaffolding. Let's try it out. Desiree is Dutch too. People don't lock up their bikes here? They do. Yeah, they do. Susie, yeah. Sometimes people leave them out, so some bikes are not locked. I assume they have like electric locks to them. I'm not 100% sure. This one kind of looks like it's locked. So let me know, Dutch urbanists. Who else? We see Wilmy. Wilmy, yeah. Wilmy has been tuning in for many, many years. Thank you so much, Wilmy. We got Desiree. Esfiel says, surreal late at night when people go back home in their bikes. Ooh, that's awesome to hear. So we got a few. Klaus says, touch at home with the scaffolding. Yeah, touch at home with the scaffolding. All right, let's see how it is.
Ja, oké, ze dansen zo.
Nee, ik dan ook. Ik ook zo, ja. Nee, ik zet de hele boel. I'm always on ecstasy. Maar dan anders. Jee. Ja, dat was ook. Nee.
Maar doe je dan zo dit soort dingen?
Ja, nou ja, maar even alles is de eerste keer en ik wist ook de laatste keer.
Nou, je hebt het meegemaakt dan.
Ik ga ook voor de eerste keer naar de Gay Parade binnenkort. Waarschijnlijk de eerste en de laatste keer. Nou, dan ga ik ook altijd de stad uit.
Weet je hoe je op onze folder binnenneemt, want bij je organiseert het event.
Ja. Ja, wij gaan bij het ander project. Weet je, dan is het een beetje.
En dan halen we de tekst
van zoveel mensen. Ja, gaan we niet goed.
Hey, wou je hier eens vertellen?
Ja, dan ga ik even meenemen.
Oh, even uit weet je veel hier.
Ja, niet heel veel plezier. Heel veel piemels. Zet jezelf in het wit. In het licht. En dat verdekt je wel.
En de auto dus niet helemaal...
Hi, what do you recommend? First time I'm trying this food.
Seeds first.
Oh, sorry.
Nee joh, ik heb het niet opgestoken. Ja, maar ik ben doof van één hoor.
Ja, no.
Waar gaan jullie helpen?
Wij willen twee keer
Combi. Ja, met de kip of met
gecombineerd. Ja, 2 keer gecombineerd. Doe maar één keertje met vis en 1 keertje met Connie, zeg jij het? Met wat? Beef? Ja, 1 keertje met vis en 1 keertje. Jij mag kiezen?
Ja, welke wil je met wietrijst of met bami?
Doe maar, voor mij mag je 1 keer met bakken rijst en 1 keer met visrijst.
Ja.
Of wil je bami in 1 keer? Nee. Is goed. 1 keer witrijst alsjeblieft en 1 keer bakken rijst.
En witte rijst, welke groenten? 2 groenten mag je zeggen?
Ja, mag 2 groenten. Even kijken. Heb je bamboe?
Ja,
Ja, 1 keer bamboe alsjeblieft.
Ja.
En
of bootjes.
Broodjes,
Bootjes, ja. En die is met groen of met vis? Wie de rest?
maakt niet uit, hoor.
Oh,
Nee,
oké.
dat maakt niet uit. Nee, zo, we gaan mixen.
Ja. Oh, sorry.
Boontjes, ja.
Welke vis wil je? Kabeljauw of makreel?
Doe maar kabeljauw. Ja.
Of die is pas met groen. Deze met
Nou, doe maar, maar jij maakt niet uit, het maakt helemaal niet uit. Doe lekker hoe het gaat.
Zal ik combineren deze twee?
Ja, maar.
Ja.
Ja, ook niet zeggen.
Ja, doe maar ja,
Ja.
alsjeblieft. Ja.
Rendang en smoor?
Ja, ja.
Oké,
Lekker.
joepie. Ja, maar je even actie, hè?
Ja, zo rustig.
Ja, je bent jij telefoon en jij moet ook zo mee eten.
Ja, dat weet ik, maar ik maak het niet.
Ja, nee, maar ik wil ook niet doen. Maar ik moet altijd alles kiezen. Oké.
Dit is een lekkere combinatie.
Dit ziet er super lekker uit. Ik ben het helemaal met je eens. Maar, ja?
En wil je warm meenemen?
Ja, maar dat mag rustig. Dan mag je eerst die meneer bedienen, maar dan hebben we het alvast ingepakt. Want dan zijn we hebben het warm voor opa. Ja? En dan hetzelfde groente nog een keer op.
Ja.
Ja? Maar wat is dat voor groente? Die achter die...
Aubergine. Aubergine.
Is het met kokos?
Deze met kokos, deze zonder kokos.
Oké.
Spinazie?
Nee, ik ben gek op bamboe altijd. Doe maar die bamboe en dan die whatever. Wat zei je nou?
Aubergine.
Aubergine.
Ja.
Aubergine. Ja, je zit ook op je telefoon. Je weet wat er gebeurt als je over op je telefoon zit. Goeie scheef. Aan een goede scheef.
Laat voor jou.
Oh joh, dit zijn zo hard, wil ik echt niet staan. Het is echt. Nou, we gaan dus kunnen ze uit, want we hebben het nu vast besteld en dan gaat het zo dan is warm even open. En dan kan eerst die andere meneer. Wat zeg je? Nee, mijn vader komt bij ons eten. Ja, dat is.
Weet je, net als
Mag waar? Ja, ja.
Toppers. Oh, ik ook. Sterker nog, ik zat in de skating en ik zat gewoon tussen de ek. Ik zat bovenin, in zo'n lounge. Ik zeg maar, ik kan overal. Wij hebben catering nog, we kunnen overal altijd wel in. Maak mij een grap.
Wij ook. Wij ook. Ik stond voor.
Here, please.
Here, yes. I have like standard menu here.
Exactly.
Maybe you have seen
Yeah, what's this one over here?
the beef,
Yes.
the sweet one. And this one is Brazil, mild spicy.
Okay.
And this one is spicy.
Okay.
This one
Oh
chicken,
ja,
honey,
nou ja, wij
cinnamon,
kennen wel
retaliate red pepper, and this lemongrass.
Ja, die kennen wij.
This codfish sour and mackerel spicy.
I'll have this one. This is not spicy, right?
Yeah, you can only combine with
So I'll combine this one with
chicken or with other beef.
I'll try which one. Which is this chicken again?
This is with lemongrass.
Lemongrass. I'll try this one. Yeah, steamed rice, please. And then I can choose how many veggies. Oh yeah, 2. Okay, cool. What's very traditional Asian?
Oh, ik werd ook.
Oh, that's
Ze
okay.
hebben mij nooit
This one spinach with young jackfruit.
Ooh.
Yes. And this one mixed one with coconut milk.
Okay.
The eggplant, really spicy. The bamboo is spicy. And
So I'll have these two in the middle right here.
these two.
Yeah.
Daar wil je al helemaal niet staan. Dan sta je tussen de dealers en de.
Oh, New York City.
Oh,
Yeah. No, very little. Yeah. I mean, of course we have a lot of Southeast Asian, but not Indonesian. Yeah. It's somewhat similar to. I've tried maybe Malaysian food once or twice ago. Yeah.
Ja, nou, dus ik vind dat zo sterk. Maar je moet goed toch dat je het een keer doet.
And do you have any breads or anything that combines well with the food?
Eén keer.
This one
Yeah.
or
Eentje in het leven.
Met de kanaalpreek wil jij? Ja, dat heb ik al een paar keer gedaan met op de
Nee, ik heb hem nog nooit, ik hoor altijd weg. Maar net als koning.
Actually, I think that's enough.
En dan gaan we
It's so one day.
Nee, maar ik ga met
Daar is het niet hoor.
Dus dan dat is het enige.
Verzap, hè. Maar, nee,
zo,
ja, maar ja.
Het is, of je, ja. Dus zo oké, we gaan het doen dan, hè, voor één keer. Zeg maar wel het duurste bakje, nu wel, zeg ik.
Hij staat.
Ja, voor zandals.
Don't mind me, I'm speaking to the camera. Filming a vlog. I'm filming a vlog.
Oh, oké, ja, sorry.
Gewoon. Nee, maar nog niet. Dat is in ieder geval iets.
Ja.
What else?
Okay, everyone. So we are in an Indonesian place for the first time, trying Indonesian food. Harry says we cannot see the inside. I'll show you the inside. Just give me a second. I'll show you what I'm getting.
Oh,
Of het was nou racen of nou White Sensation. Ik denk, nou weet je, misschien toch dan niet voor White Sensation, want deze kant ga ik ook niet zeggen.
Jawel.
Ja, ik wel.
Je zegt gewoon je leren pakje aan. En
Ik heb die foto's niet bij van White Sensation. Dat zag er echt heel mooi uit. Maar ja, het is straks
Alright. Let me show you the menu. So I end up getting sparkling water and then a plate of food. So let's try it out. So we got lunch. Ooh, so they have sandwiches during the day. That's awesome. And then the meal, I end up getting a combo. So I got beef and chicken. A combo.
ik heb net een stukje
Ooh, they have exotic drink. Interesting.
online al bijna gelezen. Dat is een enorm nieuw gebouw. Weet ik nog van hebben.
Oké, ik ga deze doen. Ik ga deze.
Kopi to
Goed, lekker eten.
What the heck? What is kopi to brook? Oh, that's interesting. Alex says try the gingerbread. Okay.
Ja, mag ik van achter terug alsjeblieft?
Was het eten nou?
All right, cool. I'm excited. Kari says I ate lunch and now I'm eating ice cream. Yeah, this is my lunch. I ate breakfast. Well, actually, I ate two breakfasts. Yeah, I had breakfast twice. Because the breakfast I had at the place I'm staying at. I'm staying in a hotel here in Amsterdam. You'll see a review of it towards the end, but I was really disappointed with the breakfast. It was not so good. It was very mediocre. So it kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. Not because it was bad, but it was just very mediocre for the price I'm paying at the place I'm staying at. So I end up getting another breakfast afterwards, which is basically lunch. So this is my dinner. And that was amazing. That was a Dutch pancake. Ooh. I'll probably show that place at some point in a live video. Stay tuned. But that was amazing. Alright, let me remove my sunglasses. It's already getting dark in here. Oh my God, says they don't have a breakfast culture? I don't know. Do let me know, Dutch urbanists. Is there a breakfast culture here? Do let me know. Alright. So, class says hotel breakfast must be anything bread and cold cuts. Yeah, pretty disappointing. After going to Stockholm and having an amazing breakfast buffet, it was a bit disappointing. So watch my video on Facebook and TikTok of the breakfast in Stockholm. Really good. Hey, Benji says, dude, the dollar is now equal to the euro. Party. Yeah, so I haven't paid yet, but I think it won't be that bad. And Amish, welcome to the live video, says bread with butter is and chocolate sprinkles is one of the most common Dutch breakfasts. I think I might try that. Stay tuned. And Ernesto says, I'm an official urbanist here in Los Angeles. Oh, welcome. Thank you so much to tune into the live video here in Amsterdam. Dick, D-I-K, Dick says, haggle slag on cheese. Oh, interesting.
There you go.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Oh, sorry. With
Yeah, four would be great. And then do you have gingerbread?
ginger?
Gingerbread?
Gingerbread? No.
No, okay. All right, never mind. Thank you so much.
Enjoy.
All right. Mohammed says, Mashallah Allah. Hey, Mohammed. Thank you. And George here. So there we go, everyone. First Indonesian food experience. It looks good. It smells really good. I love the crunch on top of the rice. We got some spinach. We got some mixed veggies with coconut milk, or coconut milk or water. And then we have beef, chicken, and more veggies. Oh, do you have a speck cook? I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
Yes,
They do? Okay, I'll have one of those, please.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much.
The original one or the pandan?
Oh, okay, they're for dessert. Okay, I'll have the original one.
The original one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, cool. Thank you so much. All right, so let's try this out. I'm so excited. Cheers. Ooh, nice and hot. Hey, si buenas, says, buen provecho. Muchas gracias, si buenas. Estamos ahora comiendo comida indoneso, que era un aparte de la imperio de lo Dutch. How do you say Dutch in Spanish? Do let me know. ¿Cómo se dice Dutch en español? Thank you so much. Do let me know, everyone. So yes, Indonesia was part of the Dutch realm for a while, and that's why that culture has seeped in more so than, say, in the U.S. Because in the U.S. you have other cultures, Vietnamese, Cambodian. Oh wow. So this is a sweet beef. Wow, it is nicely sweet. Very tender beef. Wow, oh, that tastes so good. Has kind of a coconut flavor in it. That is amazing. Wow, and the rice, so good. It reminds me a lot of a Thai rice with coconut flakes on it. That is amazing. Yeah, so really, really good, really tender meat. Let's try the spinach. Sitiguela says, Dutch people are called Holandeses. Gracias, Holandeses. René, gracias. Niralendes, Holandeses, Indonesios. Gracias, René. I'm a huge fan of spinach, and this is, oh my god, that was good spinach. Good spinach made with jackfruit, I think it was said, which is a really interesting fruit, sometimes used as a meat substitute. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. These are exactly the flavors I love. So being originally Puerto Rican, many people don't know, and we also use a lot of coconut and coconut milk in our food, And yeah, this is kind of bringing me similar vibes. Good chicken with lemongrass. Very good as well. That's truly delicious. Oh yeah. Din says I'm salivating. Oh yeah, I am in love with this. This kind of blows Indian food that you get casually in New York out of the water. I don't have too much of a direct equivalent in New York City because there's not a big Indonesian population. This is very akin to very good Thai food in New York City. Wendy says, is it spicy? So I chose only non-spicy things, but yeah, there are a lot of options there for spiciness. Camilla, welcome to the live video. Nice to see you here. Renee says, shame on you guys, a Chilean teaching Spanish. Next, someone from Hoboken would teach English. Hey, Andrew says, ooh, Amsterdam, I guessed right. Yes, I am indeed in Amsterdam. Yeah. If you're here, get that sweet beef. This is too good. Wow. Wendy says, I love spice. Yeah, let us know what's your spice level that people prefer. I do not like things too spicy. Din is salivating. Amazing. Esfiel says, previous President Barack Obama spent part of his childhood in Indonesia. Oh, he did? Interesting, yeah. Susie prefers mild food. Camilla says, thank you so much to see you in Amsterdam. I'm so glad you're excited for me in Amsterdam. I'm so happy to be in the city. Susan, thank you so much for the stars. I appreciate you. Is this your first time in Amsterdam? Yeah, it is, Destructionist. Yeah, first time in Netherlands, period. Today I ate a 3 Scotch bonnet. Peppers with my lunch, says Pari Pari. Ooh, Pari Pari, what is that? Susan, thank you so much for 500 stars. It looks a little bit like Korean food, says Din. Yeah, there might be some similarity actually in the look. The taste is different. Koreans use way different condiments than this. So it is a different taste, but I know what you mean when it looks a little bit similar. Kay says the spicier is the better for me. Really? I don't like spice because I don't get to taste the finer qualities of the food. To me, spice is like putting milk and sugar into your coffee. It's okay, it's good, I can see why people like it, but you don't get to taste the coffee in that case. It's more about the sugar. Same thing with spice. Put on spice, you taste the spice. Dick says, my mother was from Amsterdam. I was there a lot in my youth. Ooh, cool. Let us know where you're based in right now. Hello, Angela from Macau. Wow, you're tuning in all the way from Macau. Welcome, nice to see you here. Class says this looks like Korean beef bulgogi. I don't know how to pronounce that, but yes. Oh, that was amazing. So feel free to ask me anything. I'm gonna finish eating this, and then we're gonna walk around a little bit longer throughout this beautiful city of Amsterdam. The service, the cell phone reception is impeccable here. I'm so excited to walk around and show you more Amsterdam. Dick says you're in Istanbul now. Ooh, awesome. My Fancy says, do you like it? Yes, I love it. Truly good food. You know, after being in France, going to Copenhagen, I've been to so many places. I'm starting to forget where I went to. Scotland, those places there was a lot of emphasis on bread and pastries. And then also Stockholm, a lot of bread and pastries. I grew up eating rice and meat. And then daily in New York City, that's what I usually eat, is rice and meat and veggies. And I really missed it this past like 2 months in Europe. So it's very nice to have some rice and meat again, and some actual vegetables. That's not maybe the one odd carrot in a meat pie. Mara says, what is known here? There's a lot of classic Dutch foods. We're gonna see more of them. But right now we're eating some classic Indonesian food, which is also a very popular item here in the Netherlands. Andreas says, God bless Ariel, you've been traveling a lot. Yeah, I have. This is the month 2 out of 3. Becky says, I kept trying to get my hubby to go to Amsterdam, but heard it was expensive for food and drink. I think it is going to be pretty expensive for food and drink. This is going to be probably around London prices, I think. The coffee certainly was as expensive as London. Paris is cheaper. Dia says, how does it feel to finally have places checked off your bucket list? It's amazing. Last year is where I really checked off a lot of things for my bucket list. I wanted to go to Santorini, I wanted to go to Positano and Capri and Venice. This trip, I'm not checking off too many things. I'm really checking off Amsterdam. Amsterdam is the one place I've wanted to visit for a while. Copenhagen and Stockholm were always in the top of my list. Hey.
You're talking to yourself?
No, I'm doing a live video.
Oh, live video.
Yeah.
Go on.
I show people places all around the world.
Oh, you should not.
We should not. Why?
No, because everybody comes here.
Yes, you might get more business. Yeah.
Oh, but you don't want to have that kind of business.
Okay, everyone, so don't come.
You're very exclusive.
All right, so 2 or 3 people come, not more than that.
How is food you like?
What?
How is food you like?
It's amazing. Really like it. Yeah.
Food, of course, food is not interesting. It's about the report. About
The what?
It's about your program.
Oh yeah.
Food is just a minor case.
But the food is amazing. I've been in Europe for the past like 2 months.
Oh.
And there's a lot of bread, a lot of butter.
Oh. Okay.
So I miss rice and meat.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I come from Puerto Rico originally.
Oh.
And we eat a lot of rice and
That
beans.
explains a lot.
Right. Are you Dutch yourself?
Sorry?
You're Dutch yourself?
I'm so Dutch.
Okay.
I'm the most Dutch man you ever met.
Nice.
Here's a Dutch beach.
There we go.
Enjoy.
Thank you so much. Joe says, I love the sweater. That's awesome. For real Dutch food, go to De Blauw Hollander, says Alex. Ooh, cool. De Blauw Hollander. If you're a fellow Dutch urbanist, do send me your your requests. I might not respond to every message, but I do read them, so thank you so much. And Wilmy says, typical Amsterdam humor. Yes. Now I'm starting to see the Dutch humor. Miss Love says, I'm so Dutch. You know, I asked just in case because half of Belgium also speaks Dutch. So you never know if someone's from Belgium. And then there's people, of course, with the sound of the language is a bit similar in some parts of northern Germany as well. Wow. Dick says, go to any branch of Hema for smoked sausage. Mmm. Robert says, will you be allowed to film in the coffee shops? I don't know. There's one sensitivity of actually being in the actual coffee shop. Whatever the patrons and the owners think. And then the second aspect is the platforms I post on. That's why you don't see too much of that content. So this is tricky. Rick Steves managed to show on this show for like one short clip. It was like 30 seconds long. All right, let's try this spoke cake. Never tried this before. It's a sponge cake. Oh, spoke cake. Oh, there we go, sponge cake. I've tried this in the Vietnamese version. Let's try the Indonesian version. Cheers. Oh wow. I don't know how to describe this, but there is a very similar dessert in Puerto Rico like this. Almost tastes like a tres leches cake without the actual caramel on top. It's really interesting. It is a classic sponge cake. Slight ginger taste, but the ginger is not overwhelming. It tastes like vanilla. I'm not 100% if it's vanilla in here, but it's a really good texture. It's almost like a tres leches, but naked. A naked tres leches. That's basically what it is. If you don't know what tres leches is, it's a great Latin American / Spanish cake. But usually it's smothered in condensed milk, or sometimes coconut milk. Depends on what version you get. But this one's a naked one. René dice, torta de panqueques. I have not tried torta de panqueques. No sé qué torta de panqueques, pero yo creo que en Puerto Rico hay otro nombre diferente para este tipo de bizcocho. Let us know, Latin Americans, Latinoamericanos, díganos cómo se llama este bizcocho, este pastel en Latinoamérica. Dutch is sometimes like German-English combo language. Yes, I can see that. Wow, this is really good. I'm really full. I gotta walk this off. Let me know if you guys want to see me walk this off. Speck is Dutch for bacon. Says Wilmy, but speckquak doesn't taste like bacon. I have no idea. It just sounds, it looks like the same structure as the word sponge cake. Mihoya is flaky crust. Wow. Oh my God. Andrés dice maybe mil ollas. Ah, mil ollas, yes. 1,000 layers. No es tan, no sé cómo dice crunchy en español, tengo que aprender cómo se dice eso en castellano. Pero no tiene ese, I don't know how to say crunchy, but yeah, it doesn't have that crunchy quality. Do let me know how to say crunchy in Spanish.
Je hoeft helemaal niks. Ja, dan neem ik als iets van jezelf. Maar jij moet even kijken inkopen.
Renee says it's crujiente. Crujiente o crocante. No, es crujiente. No, no es nada de crujiente. So it's not crunchy at all. It's very spongy. Diana says I couldn't tell if you liked it or not. You know, I did not expect the actual.
Wat is er aan de hand?
Yeah.
Waarom kom je nou
Don't mind me, I'm making a live video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow, that was really good. All right, everyone, I recommend this. Bayou? Bayou? Right here.
Ja, nee, we zijn vergeten.
Hij komt nu even met een training doen. Dus ik wil net eten halen.
Ja, maar het is... Hebben wij nog frikandellen? En een halve pizza's. We gaan even ongezonde dingen of zo. Ja, ja. Nu jij er niet meer komt.
Oh, ik kom niet meer.
Hé, nee, laat niet uit. Ja.
Die is met haar meegegaan.
Haar dochter, de Roos.
All right, all set to pay.
Oh yes.
Yeah. How do I pronounce the name of the place?
Bayou.
Bayou. Bayou.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
That's also good.
Oh.
It's a blue bayou, you know?
Bayou? No, don't know.
But you have the
I had-
with
Yeah,
beef, right?
the
Chicken,
beef,
sorry,
beef,
chicken.
beef slash chicken,
Beef slash chicken.
and then I had the sponge cake and sparkling water.
And it's gonna be 17 euro 50
Ja.
cents, please.
Card.
Yes.
En de scroll even lager. Dat is even wat ze krijgt.
Oh, maar ze ziet er goed uit.
Ja, ze moeten een nachtje blijven daar.
What's your name?
Ariel.
Aria.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Aria.
Yeah, my pleasure. Can I have a receipt as well?
Yes.
If possible.
Haar is daar hotel gebleven vandaag. En dus morgen komt ze terug. Ja, ze is wel tevreden.
Thank you so much. Have a good
you.
day.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
too. Bye.
Enjoy.
Have a good day. Bye.
Good luck with your candid.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Bye.
All right. Wilmy says that's not expensive. It was $17.50. Yeah, $17.50. For the amount of food and for the quality, it's not made to order. Of course, like there are all stews and rice, so they're there. But he didn't make it in such big batches that they were not fresh. They were pretty fresh, and it was definitely tasted that way. The problem is with some of those cafeteria type places, especially in New York, is that they make in such big batches. Puerto Rico is also guilty of doing this. Big batches that you kind of have something that's almost a day old or half a day old. Here, it seems like it was pretty small batches. Really good. Here's some cool postcards. $10 for €5. Postcards are so expensive. I miss New York postcards where they're 10 cents each. Amish says one night you have to try Febo, the automated fast food chain. Yeah, I wonder if it's based on the New York one, which was called, I forgot the name of the New York place. but New York had automated vending machine restaurants. Wendy says, wow, get a fridge magnet as well. B says, we have a same roots. So B, yes, German and Dutch, yes. Yes, of course, New York City has the same roots. There's also a lot of German influence in New York, New Jersey, many parts of the Mid-Atlantic. But it's fascinating to see Dutch culture. You can see that New York has definitely been influenced quite a bit from it. New York definitely has that straightforwardness. But what we just witnessed in the restaurant, and I've seen this a few times with the Dutch sense of humor, it's sarcastic. Yeah, sarcastic, not kind of a slightly different quality from British sarcasm, but the sarcasm I think is more closer to New York sarcasm. What we just heard with that guy. It was very interesting, yeah. Ooh, what is this? Let's dodge the cyclists. Wilmy says the prices of everything have increased by 15%. Oh no, in order to make up for the dollar. That's bad news. B says, if you want Dutch, go to Michigan, our last stronghold. Really? There's Dutch influence in Michigan? You're not talking about German, are you? Bronx Girls, thank you so much. It was called the Automat, and the biggest company in New York was Horn and Harder. Thank you so much. Touch the red button says, what was the sarcasm? The guy, when I asked him if he was Dutch, which of course, asking someone here in the country it's a bit of a silly question, but he responded very sarcastically in a funny way. Very similar to New York sarcasm. He said, oh yes, I'm so Dutch. Very similar to New York sarcasm. Anthony says, everything must be cheaper to you. Well, now the euro is in parity, which means it's the same price as the dollar. Is not necessarily... It depends on the country. So here, the prices are pretty much in line, I've seen, with like London. So I don't feel like I'm spending less money, but luckily I don't feel like I'm spending a lot of money. I feel like I'm spending pretty much what I spend in New York at the moment here in the Netherlands. Susie says, I recommend the documentary, The Automat. Oh yeah, I haven't seen that yet. Alex says, turn left, Ariel. Straight ahead, there's nothing. But there's this, Alex. How can you miss this? But thank you so much for a pro tip. I'll consider going left. Oh, I'm so full. Cool. Look at this. Alright, let's go for a swim, shall we? So Diana says, yes, I was in Holland, Michigan. There is a lot of Dutch influence there. Had the best baked goods and breakfast. That's interesting to hear, because in America, we call the Amish the Pennsylvania Dutch, but they're not Dutch at all. They are German. Well, the problem is it was a mistranslation, and the reason we call them Pennsylvania Dutch, it was because they were Pennsylvania Deutsch, which is German, not Dutch. The Dutch apparently here call themselves Netherlanders, not the Dutch like we do in English. Neo says does the water smell okay? It smells like donuts. Not sure why. But I'm literally getting a very strong scent of donuts. It probably isn't the water. But yeah, there's a very strong donut scent in the air. Alright, so our boat ride has come. Right here, man. We're waiting. No, where are you going? No, where are you going? Wrong way. Boat guy. Just like the helicopters in New York, they don't know. I give them, hey, like, come here at a specific time. And they don't know their directions. They just go. Rachel says, I'm buying my euros now. Yeah, that's smart. Kay says, maybe there's a bakery nearby. Yeah, I think so. I think maybe this place over here. Joe says, donuts, I would dive right in. B says, I'm Dutch, born in Amsterdam. Cool. That's awesome. The water looks so clear. It isn't clear, but isn't dark. It's not like the Czech Republic, Prague. It's known for having black waters. Probably the darkest waters I've seen. New York. It's about the same color as New York. Keep in mind, Dutch stores have interesting schedules. Oh, interesting, this feels. Thank you so much. Ooh, now it's getting chilly. So I brought myself a sweater. Hey, Joseph says bye. Joseph, where are you going? Don't go, Joseph. Don't go. No, I'm joking, Joseph. Thank you so much for tuning in. What does this button do? Yeah, so what's the difference between Dutch and Deutsch? Dutch is Netherlands. Deutsch is German. Dutch is a Germanic language. But it is... I don't think Germans can understand Dutch. Do let me know, Germans out there. I assume maybe reading as a American, as a English speaker, I can kind of discern what the words are. Is it Euro in Netherlands? Yes, Daniel. I'm happy to be back in the Euro country. Scandinavia doesn't have the Euro. So Esfield says it's easier for Germans to learn Dutch. Okay, thank you so much. Yes. Ooh, a place called the Breakfast Club. I love the reference. Nicole says, I understand a bit of it. Okay. I see. Edward says your dollar's worth now more because of those exchange rates. It really is, yeah. It's time to party. Time to buy that yacht. So I'm buying myself a yacht. Gonna continue the rest of this European trip by boat around the North Sea, and then we'll make our way to the Mediterranean. Because now that I am so rich, being an American that makes money in American dollars, I now can buy anything. Yachts, penthouse apartment in London. The pound is also falling. But because it's the euro falling faster, I'll buy a penthouse in Paris. John says the private jet. I mean, might as well with these exchange rates. Oh yes. DS says bikes must be a booming industry. I think some of the best bike makers in the world are Dutch. Oh look, streetwear company called AX. Joe says this looks like Boston. Oh yeah, Joe, I know what you mean. I'm getting so many Boston vibes just being in this city. £1 is now worth $1.18. Whoa, is it going even further? Did it go? Wow. Oh my God. It went below even? Okay guys, now it's like 90 cent euro. No, 90 cents for €1. That is amazing. Okay, I'll be back. I'm going to go to the yacht store. Let me know where's the nearest yacht store here in Amsterdam. Maybe I'll just get one of those speedboats just to make it quicker, so I can take advantage of that exchange rate. So thank you so much for letting me know. Oh, look at this beautiful street. Wow, look at that. This is great news. Wendy says, okay, I'll have just 2 fridge magnets. Nina says, thank you, Ariel, I'll buy a hat. Oh, now with that exchange rate, oh my God. I can buy the finest hats made by hand in Italy. I can buy the same hat that George Clooney wears in Lake Como. Seriously, where is the yacht store? Dutch urbanist, do let me know. Diane says you can buy a sweater now. Ooh, yes. You can buy a bespoke hand-woven sweater made by elderly Dutch women at the windmills of the Netherlands. Oh, look at this charming coffee shop. Ooh. Ludo will stay longer at this rate. Unfortunately, there are visa restrictions. Americans can only stay 3 months, unless if I'm hired by the BBC to do a travel show here in Europe, and they sponsor my stay, because I'm sure the BBC can sponsor a European stay. If that happens, yes. But otherwise, I'm 3 months maximum. In the UK, I can stay up to 6 months, which is nice. I think Ireland too. I gotta look into Ireland. But yeah, Ireland. Everyone slam that like button right now. Esfiel says BBC would sponsor you for the UK, not for the EU. I'm sure the BBC has connections in the EU. Because there are many shows where they filmed in Europe. And I'm assuming they're staying here for many months. Kate says, stay as long as you like here in Ireland. Soon Ireland will become affordable once again as an American. Soon I'll be able to buy that penthouse apartment in Dublin. That rich street. Not a penthouse because Dublin barely has skyscrapers. I'll be able to buy that townhouse on, I forgot what it was called. I think it was called George Street. One of those Georgian townhouses. And Nicole says, but your UK doesn't count. Oh, we have fast bikers. Nicole says, but your UK doesn't count. So you can technically stay until mid-September. Yeah. Stay tuned. Morgan says, look at this cute bridge. Oh yeah. Very cute bridge. Andrea says, maybe DW can give you a job. Yeah, Discovery. I'm down. Joe says, I called BBC, I'm on hold. K said 200 stars, thank you so much. Mohammed says, I'm a mobile operator with this display screen. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Avalon says, land of oregano and women who are women sellers at not shoppers. Oh, yes. There's more to Amsterdam than those two aspects. Wow. Look at that. A dog on a little bike. That's so cute. That's amazing. Alright, we gotta get Boston to look like this, ladies and gentlemen. Ron says Al Jazeera has a feature for you. They do cool stuff. I'll work with them. I don't fully agree with their views on everything, but yeah, I might consider it. We have 422 people here. Will we cross 500? Will we beat Stockholm? Stockholm's tough competition, ladies and gentlemen. We got 500 people tuning in concurrently in Stockholm. Elizabeth says, what canal are you on? I have no clue. Sorry, Elizabeth. I wish I could be help, but no, I have no idea where I'm at. I don't even know what city I'm in. All right, I'm joking. I do know that I'm in Amsterdam. I just have no idea what the canal is, what the neighborhood is, what time it is. I don't know. Those questions are too hard. Like a street name. Okay, that I can find you. Anthony says, would you like to live on the canal boat? I don't know. It doesn't seem too pleasant. It seems like a place where there's a lot of mosquitoes and there's constant rocking from the water. Right there. Brewer's Grot. I gotta roll those R's. Brewer Grot. Brewer Grot. Oh my god. And Dutch. Why did the Dutch have to make their language so hard? May I recommend the city of Leiden? Ooh. I heard that Rembrandt was in Leiden. He was from Leiden. Maybe, ooh, what's happening here? Oh, there's like a kids party down there. Elizabeth says, I know that spot. I love when restaurants are located on residential streets. It's my favorite thing in the world. My sister and her husband rent Airbnb houseboats and they love it, says Susie. You know, I tried searching on Airbnb. I didn't see too many affordable Airbnbs. They all were rather expensive. But that's awesome that they have houseboats on Airbnb here. DS says, I wonder how the nightlife is in Amsterdam. They love electronic music here. So apparently it's one of the better places for electronic nightlife. Along with a city like Berlin. Have you been to Bruges? Says Max. No, never been to Bruges. Oh, school. Esfield says the canals are quite filthy with residue, fuel from the houseboats. Tourists pee and puke in them. Oh no. Yeah, that doesn't sound pleasant. That's why I'm not, as Americans like to say, chomping at the bit to stay in the houseboat. Anthony says this is supposed to be the Venice of the North. Yes, Stockholm is also the Venice of the North. Birmingham is also the Venice of the North. Right now we are in Amsterdam, the Venice of the North. There's like a lot of Venices of the North. Every city with canals is Venice of the North. We also had Nassau County in Long Beach was Venice of the North because they rebuilt canals. Ooh, coffee shop. Why are people smoking at the coffee shop? Doesn't make any sense. Wow, Ariel's in Netherlands. Yes. Brett says, oh, hello, Ariel. Amsterdam looks amazing. Hey, Brett. Elizabeth says, you're kidding. Elizabeth, I am honestly confused why so many coffee shops, people are just smoking. I don't get it. Why are they not drinking their coffee? Anthony says, I can't see Birmingham having a lot in common with Venice's beauty. Well, they do call it the Venice of the North, nonetheless. It has a lot of canals. No, I did not see them myself. Camden in London is also the Venice of the North. DS says, let's go find out. Indeed, yes. Oh. Europa se permite que el lunes en ciertos locales que fumes. Sí, Satihuela. No, yo no sé otra área de Europa, pero aquí sí definitivamente se puede fumar. Hashish. Yes, you can smoke here. What are these guys? Whoa. Lorraine says, welcome to Amsterdam, the Netherlands. Enjoy it. Thank you so much, Lauren. Jay says it's a holiday in Europe. Oh, yes. So this is Wilhelm. Is he like a duck? Let me know what Wilhelm is. What animal is Wilhelm? Judy says, wow, you're in Amsterdam. Oh, wow, we're getting a lot of people tuning in. Thank you, everyone, for slamming the like button. So Jay says he's a small per cause. Wilhelm the per cause. Cool. And Elizabeth says, there's Charlotte and her web. Yep. WJ says Wilhelm is a fruit. That's how you say it in Dutch. Oh, you can see the eggs. Oh yeah, we can see the eggs. Yeah, you're right. Wow. Yeah, I think the eggs might have sank and he's trying to better the net. Hope they're okay. Yeah, it seems like the eggs were sinking. And this is a magnificent apartment. Look at these beautiful shutters. Wow. I love the flower arrangements that these do here. Wow, look at the shutters. I shudder at how cool these shutters are. Oh, we can see, I know a lot of Dutch people don't have their, don't use blinds. So one has to remember not to peek in too much. George says Amsterdam has to go through a lot of Windex. Oh yes, I can imagine. Oh yeah, you can. I'm not going to show it, but you can literally like directly look into the houses easily. Directly, yeah. There's so many. There's people barely are using blinds here or curtains. Very, very open. But of course, there's a big culture of privacy too here, like in Stockholm and the Danes as well. So people don't tend to peer in. Mohammed says, I hope you have subtitles in all languages, not just Italian and Greece. Mohammed, I can't possibly write subtitles in all languages. Some people do it automatically. Some TikTok, for example, people can submit their own language subtitles. So I have a few TikToks that are subtitles in Spanish. I think people can also do that in YouTube. So I think a few people have subtitled my stuff in Spanish. But yeah, I would need people to actually subtitle them, which either have to get volunteers or would have to pay people, and that's a bit out of budget at the moment. Also, these are live videos, so it'll be very hard to subtitle them, period. Joe says, don't they have a red light district? They do, yeah. One of the older red light districts in the world that has been running continuously. But no, I don't think I'll be able to film there. Probably won't film there. Ooh, Dutch bread. This is a posh area. Yeah, it is. It is indeed a posh area, yeah. There's Google for that, says Andreas. Indeed. Will you be having a good night, says Wendy. I hope so. I end up staying in a place that's rather loud. Wow. And here we're back at the Canal. Yeah, we zigzagged around a lot here. Hope you're going to try the pancakes, says Pine Rocks. Oh, yes. The pancakes will be tried. Along with the flat waffles. Stupel waffle? I don't know how to pronounce it yet. I'll be trying those. Ron says subtitling your live streams in Tagalog would sound like a telenovela. Wow. Jay says, Ariel, where are your Hollander's bike? I will be getting one soon. I'm excited to bike around this beautiful city. Stroop, stroop, stroop. It says it's stroop waffles. Stroop waffles. Thank you. And I love that here we can see stoops. They're not as big as the ones in Brooklyn. You have some stoops. Look at that! Wow. Gorgeous city. No wonder it's a tourist haven. There's so much beauty here. Urban beauty. Wow. Cully says people must have strong legs here. Yep, strong knees. Just like the Danes, they were all super fit. Wow. Oh, there we go. We see the boats. Wow. How's the cost of lining and goods, says Mark. For clothes, it's about the same price as New York. I did a little bit of shopping today. I haven't gone to the grocery store. Bottles of water are more expensive. They're about $1.80 for a bottle of water. A bit more expensive than New York, where you can get it usually for $1. Way more expensive than Greece. Greece are only usually 30 cents or 50 cents. So Dutch flag, someone was asking for it right down there. It used to be orange red back in the day. As for home care, things are more expensive. I see. Wow. I'm just amazed by the beauty of this place. Amazing. Will I be visiting the Anne Frank house? That depends if I can get tickets. I did not book tickets yet. And depends on whether I can film in there. So I might go, but I'm not sure if I can make any video. Depends. Stay tuned. It might not be the most appropriate place to do a live video, so I might be doing a short video if I go to Anne Frank house. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to log out here in this very beautiful square. We'll be seeing more of Amsterdam soon, tomorrow. Stay tuned. I'm back. The live videos are 3 p.m. Thursdays through Saturdays, 3 p.m. Western European time. 9 a.m. New York City time. That's 2 p.m. UK. Thursdays through Saturdays. Live videos. Other live videos are random. So put on those notifications right now in the comments. Write exclamation point notification. Oh, sorry. Exclamation point notify. Exclamation point notify. Write that down on the comments. On Facebook, I'll do it automatically for you. On YouTube, I'll tell you how to put on notifications, which is pressing that bell button. Angela says, thank you so much for the long walk. Yeah, my pleasure. We got 420 viewers. You know what that means. That's awesome. We have 420 viewers. This is Amsterdam. Excited to see more of this gorgeous city. Highly recommend it. Already, my first impression, it's amazing. Highly recommend it. Go on one of the boat tours, have the food, and have a bunch of bites to eat. It's beautiful city. Great example of urbanism as well. Thank you everyone so much for tuning in. Keep being awesome and always keep on exploring. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye. How do I say bye in Dutch? I gotta learn. Bye. Tot morgen. Tot morgen. Is that till tomorrow? Tot morgen.